Sounds good. So I'm Marco Sanna. I'm working with CNH as a IT global manager for the distribution applications. That means 15 critical applications for warehouse management systems spread around the world. With me, there's Giampiero here. Giampiero is leading the technical bit, especially the Jira side of the operations. We are using, as you can tell, plenty of tools to keep these applications maintenance up and running, the services and the products that we are managing. Can you imagine the criticality related to this?
So happy to have you with us. Hello, guys. If you can tell me more about the use case. So I know that you decided to integrate Jira Cloud and ServiceNow. I assume it's Jira ServiceNow Cloud as well. Why exactly? Who's using this? Who's using that? What is the value that you try to achieve?
So I mean, as you said, I mean, dealing with real machines brings the IT perspective to a different level. So behind our application management, there are actual parts to be shipped in a field with urgency. There are moving machines. There are a real issue in the real world. So that is part of the challenges that we face on a daily basis. And we are using two big tools that are ServiceNow on one side and Jira on the other. So ServiceNow is the front end for our users, and it is where you log issues. So that means that we need a solid tool that is well structured and that provides a process that is very straightforward. On the other hand, we need the flexibility and we need to be quick in addressing, organizing, and resolving the issue. And that's where Jira is helping us out. Now, we wanted for a long time to find a unique tool in order to have a smooth operation in terms of managing these two worlds. And that's what actually Getint provided us. So with this, we were able to join these two worlds in a seamless way because we didn't have to change the way that our end user are using ServiceNow tool. And we were able to integrate and to actually use the strength of the two tools together. So that was why that is the need actually, high level need that we were facing and we chased down to achieve this.
Mm-hmm. So before integration, what was the setup? Was it like a manual work that you were just sharing stuff over email or Slack or Teams or whatever? What triggered this conversation internally?
Well, it was sitting there for a while. The discussion were related to whether to move towards one tool versus the other. So not much discussion about integration, but more like a challenge versus which one is the best to use. We were starting to see advantages for certain processes. And so we started moving to one direction or the other. But again, the feeling that we need both of the reality was sitting there. The investigation started a while ago, and we were aware that there were tools out there to be able to actually integrate these two big tools. And so we chased that down. Again, I won't say pretty much from the start, but it was sitting there, and then we understood rather quickly that the need for an integration was the best way to move forward with.
Okay, yeah. So there's no like a silver bullet. There's a lot of different tools. Each of them has its own unique advantage. So that's why we exist to bridge them instead of forcing anyone to choose the one that just may not work for everyone all the time. So let's discuss the case of the path of having the integration in place. So what were your business requirements? How your process of selecting the tool look like? What are the things that you were investigating? Where were you looking for a solution? So let's discuss this buyer journey.
Yeah. So as said, dealing with that many users, that means big change management in place, whichever things you change. So we wanted to avoid that. And that was achieved by keeping ServiceNow as the entry point for our base users. And starting from there, we needed a tool that was working behind the curtains, giving us the chance to work as we were wishing to work. And again, Jira was providing us this ability to be more dynamic and more prompt in terms of responses. And that's where we started to analyzing the tool on the market. We think that the Atlassian market is very well done, and yours was one of the top, I guess. And one of the key points there was that actually the license for you wasn't needed on ServiceNow side. So that was one of the key changes, the key motivation to move forward with you. We started with an MVP, and it was surprisingly fast to put everything in place. So we were really happy how the things were moving fast, and we were able to actually in our test environments be able pretty soon to have a clear scenario of what we wanted and how the tool was working. And so that's where things started to move rather quickly. So I think we spent a couple of months with this testing, and then we were ready for moving to production with an MVP. So yeah.
Okay, so the ease of use, also the fact that no need for the ServiceNow connector and additional payment required was one of the factors that you decided to move forward. Okay, did you had a chance to engage with the support team at some point? And if yes, what was your experience?
Yeah, there was a couple of questions. Maybe Giampiero is able to integrate a couple of questions from that we had from the team. We had the prompt answers. I think one was related to fields and HTML fields.
Yeah, again, as Marco was saying, your colleagues were pretty fast in helping us. The response that we received was straightforward and correct, so they fixed the issue that we were facing at the moment.
Okay. Happy to hear that. And then sometimes it is like this, that you have initial requirements when you start looking for a solution, and when you start implementing this, you suddenly see that it might be about also something else, right? So now, after having an experience working with the tool, what is the biggest value that you see of having this integration running?
So we are able to seamlessly keep the same approach for our base users, and on the other hand, have the freedom to organize ourselves in the best possible way. And that is really speeding operations up. So this ability to integrate and also to configure what we want to be, let me say, in sync on one side or the other, and to change it on the fly, it's really making the difference. And I mean, to me, in IT, you need to adapt. And I think this tool is really helping us adapting fast to what we need. So this is to us the key values of the tool.
Happy to hear that, because indeed this process was a place where we put a lot of thought in it. So we believe that having this option as a UI, where you can very easily go in, adjust the setup when the new requirement comes, you can very quickly make these changes, is one of the key elements of usability of the application, right? Instead of writing scripts, managing the scripts, managing relations between the scripts, UI gives you the simplicity, but it's very powerful in terms of adaptability, as you mentioned. Okay, that's cool. So now, how would you define the success? Let's say in a 6 months from now, somebody will ask you, hey, was it a good decision? How will you define success when it comes to this project?
Well, I mean, the first thing is that we we are getting attention. So that's the first indicator of you are on the right path. So we are moving forward to having other teams joining us in this journey. We are part of a big organization, also in terms of IT department, and of course we are pretty much in the same situation when it comes to managing big amount of incidents, problems, and change requests as well. So as said, we have already other teams joining us in the journey. We are moving forward, and the aim is to have this process of integration between the two systems as a standard for the company.
Yeah, so this scalability, it's usually a pain, right? Because when it comes, if not managed correctly, right? What I mean is that when you onboard different teams, you sometimes see that they have totally different workflows, totally different projects, and it's like each new team is like a separate project. But if you think about it from the start, in a case of like aligning them, like creating maybe like a templatized kind of approach, and then onboarding them gradually, step by step, then it might be an interesting journey. So this adoption is also a key part for us, right? Because I'd love to meet with you in a year from now, once we will be doing the renewal, and just know that the tool is exactly the thing that you thought would be, and then more team are now using this. So I'm just wondering what can we do to make sure that this path is happy and successful. So if you need anything from us, you know always where to find us.
Many thanks. Yes. As you said, pushing news on the company is then change management. You have a learning curve, and then it's not always welcome. This way, we are able to have the people asking us. So the early adopters and the curious people are reaching us out, and of course that will be the smoothest way possible to have a new tool onboarded and actually used. So that's what we are looking forward to, and things are already happening. So we are rather happy with that. On your side, as you said, we love the support. We love that you're putting your face out. So this to us is key. Communication is key, because at the end of the day, that's what builds a relationship and again, successful solutions.
So for the ones that are still considering Jira ServiceNow integration, that's exactly the path that we're recommending. So start implementing this on a first project, get the adoption, get the early adopters, show the success internally, and that builds confidence inside, right? Because like the other path is try to onboard 30 teams at once with a very small team of people inside the company. And that's where the complexity starts, because it's very hard to show success when you have 30 ongoing projects and all the requirements shooting at you. So this path is exactly the recommended approach, right? So start small, implement, build a happy internal success story, and then build the confidence inside, and then onboard them gradually. So that's exactly the best approach that every customer might have. Okay, so I think that answers all the questions I might be having, and I'm happy that we have this conversation. Thank you guys for selecting our solution. And whenever you need us again, you know where to find us, and we would be happy to help you onboard the other teams. Thank you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.